I would have loved to sit here today and say that I was a 7-figure founder at 20, but no, I was a 6-figure founder, and that is truly a blessing. But let me tell you the biggest difference between 6-figure founders and 7-figure founders, and actually the mistakes that I was operating in as a 6-figure founder. When my business started taking off, I thought the smartest thing that I could do was protect every single dollar. So I hand-printed every shirt, packed every order, answered every single customer service email. I basically delayed hiring. I didn't move out even though I wanted to. I wanted to have more of like an office space where I could take content. I had people telling me not to move out, to save my money, to keep hand printing everything because it's cheaper. But what I didn't realize was I actually wasn't saving money. Even though, yes, my margins were higher, I was losing my time. And that is your biggest bottleneck as a founder, is your time. How can you delegate things to people so that you have the time to operate your business and keep on scaling it? And at a certain point, every dollar that you refuse to spend costs you more than it saves. So the way that I think about it is when I made my first 10K, I was like, how do I not lose this? And then when I made my first 100,000, my mindset should have shifted from, instead of how do I lose this, how do I turn this 100,000 into 1 million? And that in itself requires an opposite behavior. You literally have to shift your mindset from like a 180. The skills that get you to 6 figures aren't the same ones that are gonna get you to 7. And a 6-figure founder says, and I know this because I was the one who literally said it, I'll do it myself. I'll save money. I'll manually do the work. I won't hire out. I'll try and save as much money as I can and just keep on bootstrapping this. I'll just basically work harder. The 7-figure founder says, who can do this better than me? What system will replace me? Where should I invest this money? How do I delegate the menial tasks that I do not want to do that's taking me up the most amount of my time and give it to somebody else and train them and have them do it better than I can? So there's a bunch of different reasons why I shut down my 6-figure clothing brand, and so many mistakes I learned along the way with this being my first brand that I built. The biggest lesson that I learned was that I kept acting like someone who's trying to build a business instead of someone who actually had built one. I never mentally graduated into the CEO role, basically. I was trying to wear all the hats of everything in my business. I was basically still operating like the scrappy founder who is still printing t-shirts from her bedroom. Meanwhile, my business had completely outgrown that version of me, but I couldn't step into the role that was required of me next. And I also had no idea how to do it, and so I wish I gotten a mentor at that point.